Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hey, my wine is showing. How's your weekend been for everyone? I decided to be live again today. I got a story. The person decided to be bold enough to tell me. So I promised myself that today I must do it before the weekend goes away. I look forward to people joining me very soon. Let me wait a little. Hidden Pain is live. Welcome to live. Yeah, I think I'll be using my computer more now to do my live. I think the computer is better with using my computer is better with live. Anyway, I know people will probably watch it later, and as I go along, people can join me as well. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me see if my volume is high enough. I think this is bright. And then, yeah, my volume. You should be able to hear me very well. Yeah. So, yes, I'm live. I will just drop this. I'll drop this video a little. I don't want it to be too long. Yeah, let me see. I don't think the voice is good. Nobody's joining the live yet. I think everybody's sleeping. But yes, I'm going to drop the story so people can watch much later. Good evening, good morning, good night from wherever you are watching from, maybe watching much later. Yeah, so like the topic says, someone, I think ladies are the ones that experience DV, domestic violence or domestic abuse, more in relationships. Let me check my mic. This is a live program, so let me be sure that so I know it's live program, so people can be patient with me. Yes, I think. Oh yes, let me get my mic here. Someone has joined me. Thank you for joining me. Yes, let me see if my mic will work. Let me see if it will connect. See if it will make I can produce more sound. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll do that some other time. Let me just drop the video very quickly. This lady, she grew up in Nigeria. The lady grew up in Nigeria. She came from a very wealthy background. She told me she came from a very wealthy background. She was a medical doctor in Nigeria. Was practicing in one of the universities and one of the university teaching hospital in not in in eastern part of Nigeria. Yeah, one of the universities teaching hospital in the eastern part of Nigeria. Currently, she's in the US. She lives in Indiana. The dad, very wealthy, but at a point in time, the father lost all his wealth and he passed on from that. He passed on, and he couldn't sustain the family. So the mom came to the US and raised the children here. So she did a bit of her secondary school education here, and later went back to Nigeria to complete her degree. Then she now came to the US to practice medicine. Apparently, she passed her board, and single girl and thriving girl, doing quite well, very rich. Then a couple of years down the line, they were worried that she's not married. They wanted her to be married and have someone that is in her life. So they arranged someone. In the course of the mother being in the US all the while, she had met a lot of people, and one of the people she had met had been an immigration lawyer. So this immigration lawyer, single guy, divorced, and he was really not having anybody, but he has two kids. He has a son and a daughter from a previous marriage. So she was introduced to him, a successful guy as well, just like she is. She's successful as well. So both of them came together and they got married. Long story short, they were married, happy. Over the years, they had two boys and a girl. She said they had two boys and a girl. And with the two boys and a girl, life was good and all that. So there was a day she was, during the course of having the last child, during her pregnancy, because she was trying to advance herself, going for further educations and stuff like that, apart from the fact that she loves night shifts, she was always working nights. She was always, going for night walk and leaving the husband at home with the kids, with the two children. At that time, she was pregnant. So she would leave the husband at home and go for walk and all that. But during this period, she said she had menstrual. What do you call this period? When trimester. During the phases of these trimesters, the first, second trimester, I think she said the second trimester, if I remember quite well. She said during the second trimester, she was having pressure at work. She was having a lot of pain. She was, going through a lot of stress and all that at work. And the pregnancy was giving her a lot of stress. So she was told to go home, to go and rest that night. So she couldn't continue to work. And that was very unusual, but of course, she had to go home so that she doesn't want to lose the pregnancy. So she drove home. On getting home, on their driveway, she saw two other cars. Very unusual, very unusual, because those cars don't belong to them. But she saw two other cars. So she was confused on what's going on. So because usually those cars have taken her space, so she couldn't park properly. So she parked on the street just across the house. Then she tiptoed towards the house. She tiptoed towards the house to see exactly those that were in the house. So she, got close to the door, got close to the window, and discovered that the husband was in the house with two or more people. Let me listen to myself and see if I can even hear myself, because I'm not sure that this thing is working well. Let me see. me see if I can watch my. Okay, yeah. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm trying to be sure that I'm really live. Yeah. I want to be sure that my audio is okay. So I learned from this. Anyway, let me leave that. So when she tiptoed and walked towards the door and the window. On getting close to the window, she found the husband and two other guys in the living room, you know, making out. She saw them stark naked and they were having what we call threesome. Hey, hey, Amen. She was shocked and was like, what is this? She did not do anything. She told me she didn't do anything. She had to drive out. She had to walk back to her car and drove away to a friend's place because apparently she can't go to work again because she's not too okay with the pregnancy. If not, she's going to lose the pregnancy. So instead of go to hey, Jesus, instead of go to what do you call it, to the hospital, she went to a friend's place and just went to carefully sleep in the friend's house. She didn't even tell the friend. She just told the friends that she needed to crash and she needed a place to crash. And she just crashed there. Fast forward, she said she had to call him and ask him that lately I have noticed that I used to be the one that initiates sex. I am the one that is always initiating intimacy. What exactly is going on with you? What is the issue? She said, no, I forgot to say that while she was at that window, she said she placed her phone carefully somewhere where she can have a little bit of recording as evidence so that in the future, when this matter comes up and she challenges him and he denies, she has something to prove that he is in that activities or she caught him red-handed. So she recorded a bit of their activity, the threesome that they were having. And when she challenged him that he's not attracted to her, he was denying it. And she told him that, look, I caught you red-handed on so day, so day, so day. This is an evidence. Then he opened up to her and told her that he is not attracted to women, that he is only covering his sexual desire or orientation by getting married. He opened up and said that his first marriage, it was the same activity that destroyed his first marriage, and that he is only attracted to men, that he is only married so that the society will look at him as a successful lawyer who has a family. But all the trips, most of the trips that he used to have to go and see his kids, because his kids are grown, to go and see his kids in the school or in the states where they are, most of the trips are to go and see his, guys, his fellow men, the ones that he's attracted to. This woman told me that they've been living in the house for over 10 years. are separated. They are living in the house. They had an agreement to live together, not divorce, but separated, live separately in the same house under the same roof because the children are still very young and she cannot afford to divorce and raise those children alone. So, and then to cover our own shame and to cover his own shame in the presence of family and friends, they need to live together and pretend to be couples so that people will believe that, oh, in face value, they are happy couples. And that now she is finding it hard now to even move on. She is finding it hard now to even love again. She even told me that she will never, ever attempt what is called marriage ever in her life again because she gave the man the entirety, because when she was growing up, she saw marriage as a sanctity or a very, a unique institution where she found her father and her mother happy in it. So she felt like that is exactly what she's going to get. But sadly, she found herself with a man who is attracted to men. But quote me, that is, people have rights to live the way they choose to live, but she is not attracted to such. And she was disappointed that she was living with a man who's been lying with her for several years. And when she told me, she said she's moved on and she's currently going through therapy. Currently going through therapy, but now all she wants to do is just travel, just live her life, and she doesn't believe in love ever again. when she told me this story, I asked her to, I asked for her permission to hear the story and let people know that it is important before you go into marriage to get to know the person you're going to be with. It is important to discuss every and anything. I tell people, if you need to go into marriage, have difficult conversations. It is important to have difficult conversations. Marriage is it's a lifelong institution. It's a lifelong project. Marriage is that institution that you go into that your license doesn't have expiration. You need to be certain who you're going to decide to go into that union with. You need to be very sure, because I would say that people are living a life of lies these days. So it is pertinent to be very sure of who you're going to go in with. This is also applicable to women too. There are some women who are also attracted to fellow women. So if they're coming into that marriage, they are only trying to probably make the wishes of families. They want to satisfy family, to make sure that family are happy that they are married, but they might not be truly happy to be with a fellow man. The people they desire might just be women. They might not desire to be with a man. So it doesn't apply to a man alone. It also applies to women. But I've told the sister to, progress with our therapy, to our therapy sections, and ensure that she heals herself. I I started this channel because, of course, I went through abuse. I've been through marital challenges, and I gave her the resources that I used. I told her to use these resources to help her as well, because that is what helped me to heal and be able to move on with my life, to be able to, have a channel like this and equally be able to, tell the world what people are going through. Yeah, lately I've met a lot of people who say that marriage is overrated and that people should not go into it. For me, I would tell them no. Marriage is not overrated. It's just that you need to find someone who is genuinely willing to be with you and who is genuinely committed to you, not someone who is coming into your life because of what they can derive from you. Don't find someone who wants to be with you because uh, they will be able to satisfy external people, external bodies who are pressuring them into getting married. Marriage should not be you should not, no one should go into marriage based on that reason. That is a very wrong reason to go into marriage. And this is the story of my sister. I would say that, like I said, she should, continue with her therapy. If she decided that she doesn't want to go into marriage again, so be it, but she should not give up on love because love still exists. Yes. And this is my story. From wherever you're watching, please, you can like, please share. Let the world know that it's important. Some people come into your life two-faced. They're not real. This lawyer came into this doctor's life two-faced. You lied to this woman, you guys had 3 kids before she discovered that you were a lie. They've been living in the same building for 10 years, not coming close to each other. Not even, they only co-parent, and that is all. Just because they are trying to hide each other's shame, which is not right. Yeah, that's the short story that I have today. I wish us all the best in our emotional journey because this life, nobody has a blueprint of it. But of course, we still have to keep living life. And human beings we are, what do you call it in nature? We like to be around people. Human beings are meant to, make friends, have relationship. You need to have emotional relationship. So we cannot totally give up on love. Definitely, we have to, find someone who truly loves us and whom we love in return. This will be the end of my live video. Though I didn't have a lot of people, but I know that people are going to watch much later. You can drop your comment. You can send your story to me as well. Just chat me up and I will respond immediately. You can send your story to my WhatsApp, 346-496-8539. Thank you very much. Have a very good evening. Happy New Year again to people that I have not met. And I believe this year will be very blessed. I'll be doing more of live videos. Once the story comes, I come live and come and share it. I'm hoping that one day very soon, we will have someone, a bold man, who will come and share their story, their marital challenges, and what they've learned so that other people can learn as well. Thank you. Have a very good, I'm in the US, so it's going to be a very good night from here. And from wherever you're watching, have a very good day. Bye.